Yo guys, this is gonna be my first ever video, but I've got a money run for you guys. I've been doing this run for a while now, and you can make a lot of rubles. I made on average 1 million every 10 minutes, and that's really on the low side. It is definitely possible to make 6 mil an hour, but that would not include load time, so if you're stuck on loading for a long time, it's gonna be a little less, but still. It also is very noob friendly. You're not gonna come across a lot of players, and the run is pretty short. It's a lighthouse run, and yeah. Right, so with the map in front of us, I marked a few areas that are of interest. Main area, the red area, is part that you always want to loot. It's where the most of your profit is gonna come from. It includes the house key and the storeroom key. Their house key is pretty hard to get, but it's, in my opinion, the best key probably in the entire game right now. You also have the Marin key, which is also very profitable, but also very hard to get. The USEC 1 and 2 vaults are pretty cheap, and there's not always anything in there, but sometimes if you pass by, it's worth looting. But it all depends on your spawn. So if you spawn on the right side of the map, I would only loot the trucks on the T-splitsing, which contain a few hardware spawns, and then just get out through Southern Road. You spawn near the villa or cottage, whatever you want to call it. Definitely loot this part, because there's a lot of really good spawns. But if you don't spawn near it, just skip it, because a lot of people run straight for this building, and most of the time loot it when you arrive. But yeah, it kind of depends on your spawn. What I suggest you do is, if you spawn over here, just on this large area, just head your way into the village, loot all these buildings, and get to the extract up here, which is always open, and I've never ever seen a spawn camper down there, so definitely a nice way to extract. Alright, so in this part of the video I show you my route whenever I spawn near the chair. The video is in 4x speed, so if you want the normal speed, I would put the speed on YouTube on 0.25, then it's just normal. So this building has some of the best loot of the entire map, but it's highly contested, so only go here if you spawn right next to it, or maybe at the end of the raid, but I would suggest just get out and start over. So when it comes to gear, you want to bring gear you feel comfortable with. You don't need the most expensive gear out there, except for the backpack. You want the biggest backpack you have in your stash, or that you can buy. I usually buy an F4 Terminator from Ragman, because it's gonna pay itself off, trust me. You're not gonna die that much, and having more slots is profitable. Because what you wanna do is just pick up as much items as you can. You don't want to leave the raid without a full backpack. And you can always drop the less expensive items or very heavy items if your strength level isn't that high yet. And yeah. Also, another big tip is play nighttime. I usually don't even come across anyone during a nighttime raid. And yeah, it's a bit easier if you're not that great at PvP, or even if you are great at PvP, nighttime is even more easy. The keys that you need for this map, I already showed them a few seconds ago. Especially the Marin and house key are gonna help you make a lot of profit, but I know that they're hard to get. Still, this run is worth doing without them. I made a lot of money without them, and yeah, it's still worth. Because the profit you're gonna make from all the toolboxes, like you see me loot them, are gonna make up for it. Bolts are like 40k. You have all the new wrenches that go for around 80k, just whenever you sell them to traders. And this is where the bulk of your money is gonna come from, especially if you don't have the house or Marin key. And yeah, I made around 1,000,000 rubles per run whenever I tested it, and the average run would take me about 10 minutes, but 1,000,000 per run is on the low side. I, for example, didn't find a single Bitcoin. I didn't find a phase array or anything like that, so that's gonna boost your profit per hour even more. So yeah, once you're done, you wanna run to the extract in the north side of the, well, not the north side, I think it's the east side, like you see me doing the video right now. It's always open, so yeah. Alright, that concludes my first ever video. If you thought the run was useful, let me know either through the comments or by liking the video. And let me know if you want a more detailed run where I go over all the spawns I check, and or perhaps if you want to see a totally different money run. I know a few. I've got some experience. Just let me know. I would love to make another video, and yeah, we'll see.